All right. Before the Nintendo Direct even was released, if I were to show you this photo of these 6 actors and this actress, would you think Super Mario Brothers? Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. They did this on purpose, okay? How are you going to give a character to Seth Rogen and it's just going to be Seth Rogen? It's not even going to be the character anymore. Like Chris Pratt, that is just out of left field for me. But I'm like, you know what? If everybody talks in the normal voices, it's probably just going to be like a really cool, you know, how Illumination movies go. It's just going to be a funny movie for the family to see, and they're going to try to follow the Mario story, which there isn't really one. Bowser kidnaps Peach, and Mario and Luigi go save her, and that's it. There really isn't much you can do with that, if you think about it. So that's probably why, like, Illumination is going for this instead, where they're just getting these actors, right? Big names, everybody knows them, to just have probably just like the silliest thing ever. It's gonna be as if like a YouTuber who knows how to animate is making like fan-made animations of just like silliness. Like, that's what I feel the movie's gonna be. Like Jack Black as Bowser. How much money do you want to bet that he's gonna sing in this? If he sings, I feel like he has to sing. That would just be funny. I also like that nobody's talking about unfortunately I don't know her name, but she's gonna be voicing Peach. Nobody minds her at all, because like I feel like if you were to give any woman the voice of Peach, they wouldn't mind at all, because it's like, okay, they just talk like a very, you know, respectful like woman, right? So like nobody cares about her. But everybody else, Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser. It's funny, like I see comments under like the Direct, and people are saying like, dude, this feels like an April Fool's joke. Like just it literally as if Nintendo is like, yo, we should just see what their reaction is if we make believe that this is the cast we're going with, just to see what they would say. I really don't have any words, except for predictions of how it would work. Also, the guy from Key and Peele as Toad, like, come on. If you're not gonna have the Toad like from the show, right, where he was snarky, he had an attitude and a big mouth. If you're not gonna have like that Toad, then what Toad are you going for? Like, that guy, you know, he's a very well-known comedian. They have to be giving him like some crazy lines. I'm not even sure I don't even know if Charlie Day even has voice acting work. So he's literally just gonna sound like himself. Dude, this is gonna be so weird, this movie. The Super Mario Brothers movie is gonna be so weird. It's gonna like I said, like a YouTuber made an animation and like got these voice actors together. Like, it's not actually like a feature film. Like, a YouTuber made this. And I actually do not like it at all. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says, but Charles Martinet not voicing Mario, that's not right. Even if, like, yes, the way he voices Mario, people are like, oh, it wouldn't work for a movie. He's going to have lines. He's going to be talking to people. It's like, trust me, he's a voice actor. He literally voices 4 characters in those games, right? And sometimes Wario and Waluigi have straight up lines. Like, have you ever played the sports games? I'm sure he can work something out. right? When it comes to Mario, where he would have a lead role, where he's going to be most screen time, right? He's going to have the most lines in the movie. Oh my god, it's like it's just like a what the F. This is just one big what the F. Literally. Like I want to be like, all right, I'm gonna go see the movie and just pretend that I'd never even seen this. I've never even seen any of the voice actors. Am I gonna believe, right, that this is an official animated Super Mario Brothers movie that we've all been waiting for, right? Of course, everyone's gonna have the mixed opinions on the Super Mario Brothers, the live action movie that came out years ago, right? With John Leguizamo and the other guy. It's like, well, that was just an experiment, right? But Nintendo, you know, they have a good grasp on their characters and their stories. You know, like, they have it packed. They know what Super Mario Brothers is. If they ever release a Mario Brothers game, there isn't going to be somebody going, wait, what the heck is that? Right? It's like everybody knows how Mario works. If you play Mario games, especially in, you know, the newest ones. But I feel like if I were to go, I'm going to be like, who are, like, do I know these people? Like, it's going to be really hard to believe that this isn't just a bunch of actors that we know in real life voicing them. Right? At least with the Sonic movie, right? The thing is, I knew, excuse me, I knew who that guy was. I knew he was in Parks and Recreation, right? Right, but when you see the movie, it's like he plays the part so well that you don't even notice, right? It's like that Sonic. But I feel like it would not work it would not be the same for Mario. Mario's always been like just the same. You know what I mean? Like, Sonic has had his ups and downs. He's done all sorts of things, but Mario's kind of always just been the same, right? And for Nintendo to actually experiment with Mario for once, I feel like it's just going to be super strange. I mean, of course, it's probably going to be a very funny movie. And, hold on. Let's see if this is even the right word. I was going to say, as a purist as myself. Let me see. A person who insists an absolute adherence to tradition. Yep. As a purist as myself, like, I'm sure a lot of people are going to like the movie. But right off the bat, not having Charles Martinet as Mario, I already dislike it. You know what I mean? Like, I can get over the fact of Jack Black, Charlie, Seth Rogen is still gonna be like, I'm still like, you know, no one's gonna be able to get over that. But it just, I don't know. Of course, this has nothing to do with Chris Pratt. It has nothing to do with him. It's just, you know what I mean? Charles is Mario. You know what I mean? Right? That's like if somebody made a game about Sonic and the people who made it wasn't Sonic Team. It's like, then is it really Sonic? You know what I mean? I mean, at least we're gonna hear Charles in the movie. So maybe like if Waluigi or Wario appear, he's gonna voice them, right? So it's like, okay, we finally have the legit guy to do the voice in the movie, right? I was honestly like kind of mad, right? I was like, how do you not give that? How do you not give the role of Mario to literally Mario? And like, unfortunately, like, Charles, you know, he really has no say, right? He works for them. You know what I mean? So even if he told Sakurai, he was like, you know, maybe I should feel like I should voice Mario. It's like, at this point, it's too late. right? They probably all signed, right? And it's a go. It's official. Like, I don't know. Just something tells me they're gonna try to be Mario-ish, but it's just gonna be these voice actors just making jokes and being silly on the screen. I don't know. It's so strange. It's so freaking strange, dude. I really don't know what to even think. Like, Charlie as Luigi. I think my favorite thing so far about all this is probably Charlie and Jack Black memes on Twitter, where they take their past or their history and start slapping Mario on them. That's probably the best thing to come out of this, I think, is the memes. And the worst, probably Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong. It's just, it will not be believable. That is the biggest thing in this whole movie that will not be believable. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, dude. And, like, to think that Miyamoto, like, approves of this. I feel like Illumination is just, like, holding Miyamoto by the balls. And they're like, listen, you signed the contract. We now can use these characters, right? And make this movie with your characters. You already signed, so screw you. We're doing what Hollywood does best. Right? Am I the only one that feels like that? Like Miyamoto's like, he's screwed now. It's like he has no choice but to go through with it. I don't know. For me, Jack Black can stay. The woman who's gonna voice Peach can stay, but everybody else is so sus. It's such a sus choice. And it sucks because I see it a lot on Twitter with people going like, oh, this is just, Hollywood. They're throwing their big name actors so they can get more people to watch it. And then I saw someone on Twitter saying it's Mario. Like, who is not going to go watch that? Mario's, like, what? Nintendo's approval of their first official Mario movie. All animated, so it's the actual characters and all that. Right? It's pretty much going to look like the games. But then you have Seth Rogen. I saw on Twitter, somebody was like, WTF is this? And it's just a picture of Seth Rogen will be voicing Donkey Kong. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the most bizarre thing ever. It's so freaking weird, dude. I really don't know what to say. Besides, like, technically, right? Technically, my wish came true. Right? Because when I was a kid, I always wanted a Super Mario Brothers movie. I didn't think this would happen. I didn't think sacrifices had to be made. You want the Mario Brothers movie? Alright, well, it ain't gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. I'm literally just trying to think. Right, like just a random scene from the movie. Mario and Luigi, they find out Princess Peach is kidnapped, and they go on an adventure. And I don't know, they're in the mushroom lands or whatever, right? Right? Like level 1-1. And then they end up bumping into Donkey Kong. And you hear Seth Rogen's voice. Like, I know you're not supposed to take it serious, it's a kid's movie. But even for kids, I feel like if they know any of these people, they're going to be like, what the heck? Right? Even they're going to be like, this doesn't sound right or look right. Like, I'm not trying to be negative, Right, because like even when the Sonic movie came out, I knew it was gonna be awesome. Like, how do you ruin such a simple, plot like that? A supersonic hedgehog and a villain who creates like robots and stuff. Like, I'm sure the Mario movie will do great, but I feel like it's gonna be so weird. Like, I feel like years later, people are still not gonna get over it. You know what I mean? People are still not gonna get over that this actually happened. all these actors coming together. It's gonna be full of memes. I feel like Illumination does that on purpose. Like, they get all these people to get together. And now they're voicing Mario characters. Dude, the memes that are gonna come out of this movie. The biggest thing of all is simply the voice direction that they're gonna give Chris Pratt. It's like, is he actually gonna try to sound like Charles? Right? Which is very unlikely, because it's like, at that point you might as well just let Charles Martinet do it. But whatever. If Chris Pratt tries to do the Mario impression, then I feel like because of that, it's gonna be more like the video games. But if Chris Pratt just tries to sound like an Italian, which then Charlie is probably gonna end up doing that too, right? Because they're brothers, and if one's Italian, it would only make sense if the other one is too. Then this movie is gonna be very silly. It's gonna be so freaking silly, dude. Like, when I was watching, I got back from work, and I'm watching the Nintendo Direct. I'm like, okay, I'm just, I'm skipping through. I'm like, but yeah, I'm a fan of Nintendo, but it's like, I'm mainly watching this for Smash Brothers. I just want to know who the last character is. And then when they revealed, it'll be in October, I was like, might as well finish. And I kept skipping through. And then Miyamoto pops up. And he's like, we'll now be showing the cast. And I'm like, what? As soon as Chris Pratt showed up, I was like, no, you gotta be kidding me. One, because I felt bad for Charles. And then when Anya Taylor, I didn't even worry about Anya Taylor. I'm sure no one did. That's her name, by the way, Anya Taylor-Joy. Everybody hung up on Chris Pratt, and then Charlie Day shows up, and you kind of got happy, because it's like he does play a lot of those roles. Like, I feel like he could play that role really well, where he's like the worried younger brother. So like there you kind of had some hope, right? And then Jack Black as Bowser. I'm sure everybody just lost it. They probably thought that was hilarious. They're like, oh, this is gonna be just the silliest freaking movie. It's gonna be a straight up comedy. And then who's next? Keegan Michael Key as Toad. It's like, he's just probably gonna be himself. And then, yeah, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I feel like at that point, everybody was just like, immediately went from taking it serious to like, whoa, this is happening, to then Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong. Everybody was like, oh, this is gonna be a freaking, not a nightmare, but this is just gonna be insanity. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. I don't even know how like the movie would actually work. I understand the Mario Brothers games have a very simple plot, but you don't have to throw that much into it to make it interesting. You want to know, honestly, legit, my first thinking, right, of a Super Mario Brothers movie, which I feel could have worked. I feel like to have the most traditional, right, like super, what would you call that? Like, honest to the games. You know what I mean? Like, super honest to the video games. Where, like, it's literally just a video game, but in an actual movie. Where it's given a plot and characters, right, and all that. Was have it play out like a Mario adventure, like a Mario game. Not literally like with the start button and the lives. I mean, like, Mario and Luigi are in Brooklyn. They go down the pipe, right? They see a princess. Mario falls in love. She gets kidnapped. But the whole movie is playing like an orchestra. Like, you know those old cartoons or like old film stuff where it's like black and white and it's only music, but like things are happening, right? And it's like they'll talk and then it's just a still frame of what they were saying, like that. Like, it's just a soundtrack playing the whole time. I feel like that also could have worked. Of course, you know, it's not going to be mind-blowing or insane, but it's like this, right? This is Super Mario Brothers. Like that's what you came for. That's what you got, right? But instead, you got this wide variety of freaking actors. I really want to know what freaking Miyamoto's thinking. He's probably like, he's like, yo, like they're in the studio, they're doing the voices, and Miyamoto the whole time is just like, oh my god, if I find that freaking contract, I'm ripping that crap up. He's like, I need to get out of here, dude. Why did I agree to this? He's like, ugh, this was a mistake. I'm sure a lot of people are now being reminded of the original movie, right? Of the original Mario Brothers, right? The one that I had on DVD, all the way in 1993. Crazy, dude. For me, I actually like the movie, right? The thing is, I'm not a super like picky person. Right? At least when I was a kid. When I first saw this movie, I loved it. Of course, there was a lot of things in the movie that just flew over my head, or I just ignored it. Because I'm like, whatever. I got Mario. I have a Mario movie, and I love it. Right? I see Mario and Luigi defeating Bowser and saving the princess. Like, that's literally all I want. I had the same, right? I had the same way of thinking for the Sonic movie. I was like, I just want to see Sonic run fast, destroy machines, right? And that's it. Freaking this cast. I really want to know what they think, too. Chris Pratt playing Mario is Italophobia, and I'm tired of acting like it isn't. No, that doesn't matter. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much that's just my my thinking. That's just my honest opinion of how I feel. My take and everything I just wanted to talk about. I'm sure everybody will love it. But that's definitely going to be something I'll never forget. Something I'll never forget. Miyamoto actually agreeing to let somebody else voice Charles Martinet's character. I saw a comment. I completely agree. They were like, how? That's super disrespectful. Right? To not let your main guy... So really, that's only my main gripe. Right? I wish Charles was Mario. Everybody else, I guess, is fine. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong is hilarious. I think that's the super funniest thing ever. I feel like everyone's just going to go watch this just to see how silly it is and just laugh at it. But then there's also going to be a lot of people that enjoy it. Like maybe there's kids out there that don't know who these people are, right? That could always work. That could always turn out well for them. Dude, what a timeline. What a freaking timeline we live in. where that's the cast. All right, this is Adventureruler. Those are my thoughts.